It's fall. The geese are headed south, and it's time for you to hit the woods. So button things up, find where they hide, and pattern the deer you seek. Come into Cabela's Great Outdoor Days and save over 20% on Herder's select grade handgun ammo. Save $180 after mail-in rebate on Walther PPS M2 pistols with instant savings of $80. And get a Vortex Diamondback 3.5 to 10 by 50 V-Plex rifle scope, just $149.99. Shop in-store and at Cabela's.com.
Hi, you guys. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. I know you having an awesome, fabulous, guess what, a wonderful day. I know you are, because somewhere you in the middle of something that's going on, or you just came out of something. Yes, we do have to go through trials and what? Tribulations. We do have to go through things in life that we deem, well, sometimes we say they're not fair. Sometimes we say that they're not what we need to be. But guess what? Some things we make decisions of our own, and things just happen at times. We do have to go through trials and tribulations. We do have to go through things that we don't understand. Guess what? Guess what we call that? We call that the journey. What we call journey is called life. Life happens. Yes, it does. I hate to say that. I'm a living witness of that to myself. But you know, the thing about it is you have to make sure that you are doing the right thing. You have to make sure that you are in your purpose. And let me tell you, it's different levels, different dimensions, if you will, of your purpose. Because the thing is, when you actually get an idea, that idea, you may stir around it. You may actually keep it to yourself. But guess what? That's your baby. And that's your baby, and it will go, be influential. It actually will come to pass. But you got to do your due diligence. I am so excited to be here. I'm your host. I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I am the platform builder. What we do here is help people shine their light to the world. We help people actually do the things that they need to do in life. We do that. We actually have the awesome opportunity to be, and in so many venues and things that we have the opportunity of doing. But guess what? Everything that we do, from the publish to the radio to the TV, we have people shine their light to the world, and they say dreams, their goals, their passions, and the things that they have in life. That's what we have to do. And, I'm going to get quickly to the theme that we have today. It's the Ask Dr. Renee question. Now, the Ask Dr. Renee question is, it actually is, and let me say this quickly. My team is trying to, if our guest is on the line, hit star one. That's what we need you to do, so we'll know. I can swing it now, because, I can always have something to talk about that will be encouraging, that actually build the people. But if our guest is on the line, hit star one. But the question asked Dr. Renee today was, Dr. Sunday, I get a lot of these questions, actually. How do you choose what to put on social media and what you choose not to put on social media? That was a great question. And I think about it. They asked me, so this is my opinion. I try to be the person that I am very open about things. I'm actually the one that people come to that you don't have a biased opinion, if you will. I'm the Abraham of my family, so I end up a lot of times answering things that I can't take sides. That's the point I'm trying to say. And it's so interesting with the counseling that I do, the actually coaching that I do, the actual and media coaching. Also, as being an ordained minister in the fivefold ministry, I can't take sides. Okay? But anyway, the answer to the question was three things. It's the three things I say all the time. I choose things that show my passion and show my compassion for other people. If you look at if you don't not friends or you're not on one of our pages, the Good Deeds Radio and TV show business page, the Platform Builder business page, actually Media Exposure is one of the groups that I administrative of. The goal is to empower people, give them empowerment, to motivate them, to inspire people that they actually can make a wise decision. And, you know, that's parallel to what it says in the Bible as well. But the thing is, I try to do things to help people smile, to let them realize they do have greatness inside. Don't look at what's going on around you. You actually, you know, make sure that that person inside of you need to come out, need to shine, need to actually, you know, explore things. That's what we do. That's what we do. And so the other thing I do a mix of ministry, and I do a mix of just in general things that people can think about and ponder about. And we actually, that's what we do at our radio and TV show platform. We select different events, we select different topics and things like that we actually can help people move forward in life. And that's what all our whole brand is. We build people, we help them identify their purpose, and we actually help them to believe, trust, and walk out your destiny. I know you say, why I always say those things, but it actually is a strategy behind it. If you're a business person, the things that you do, when you say you want to be in business, guess what? You actually have a business plan. So it's a strategy behind the things that I put up on social media. If you look at anything that I put on social media, God shines through. It may say God, it may not say God, but regardless, it shows love. So that's what I do. I compassion, I show my passion. I'm authentic, and, you know, I love to be consistent in the things that I do. Everywhere I go now, I'm very blessed that I meet people that actually say, you're Dr. Sunday, and I'm glad to represent. But, you know, that's the question. If you have a question, I'm going to be honest and, you know, and let you know. But the thing is, so many people doing so much on social media. Sometimes, you know, they may be putting too much in your opinion. They may not be putting enough, but that's their life. And the millennials, they use this as a form of communication, meaning that they don't talk face-to-face. They just put it on Facebook or Snapchat. I mean, you know, everybody's their own person, so we can't point a finger at somebody else. You just be a governor of what you do on social media, okay? I can't point a finger, and I would not do that. But my team is actually trying to find out, guess what we're going to do is, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to actually play a song. We're going to find out what's really going on. But, you know, we have a song that we want you guys to listen to. And, you know, if not, you know, we can roll. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday.
I am calling on praises. God's been good to you. If he's ever brought you through, this praise is for you. Yeah. If there's one thing that I know, my sister prayed, she loves the Lord. Oh, 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 oh. Sing me, oh, Zion, set on thy strength. The glory of the Lord is risen upon me. Oh, Zion.
in their life. I am the platform builder. So what I like to do is help people have abundant life. I like people to fulfill their dreams, their goals, the things that, that you have inside, that you're burning inside. If you close your eyes right now, not driving, of course, you actually have something that's burning inside of you that you want to get out. I mean, that may be something from you want to be a hair care professional. You actually want to create your own products in the hair care professional. You may want to be a mechanic. You may want to be whatever your mind want to take you. There are certain pillars you have to actually get that dream. Guess what? Out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your spirit, that actually it can have a manifestation. I actually have had the awesome opportunity to be part of Manifestations Now collaboration book. If you want to know more about that, go to our website, reneesunday.com. But some of the pillars that we talk about in that amazing revelation that I received is, yes, you can have abundance and you can have it now, but there's certain pillars you have to actually do. And number one, what are you, and I know you said you hear me talk about this all the time, but what are you believing? And let's break down believing for a minute. Believing is if somebody wakes you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can ask you, what is your dream? What is your goal? No matter what, it's not going to change. The basis of it is not going to change. So if you actually want to, let's just be real broad. If you want to say, I want to help people, okay, well, we got to dive deep in that. Okay, you want to help people to do what? To do what? So we actually go through several things and see what is. And then we can't forget the why. Why are you doing it? Some people are doing their businesses and their ideas because of, financial reasons. Let's just keep it, 100, as the kids say. But it can also be, let's extend that financial, that you want to leave a legacy, which includes financial aspect for your kids and for your family. But the thing is, too, you don't want to, and I think, I'm trying to see who said this. I think it was Les Brown. So many dreams, so many goals, so many people's purpose in life. Guess what they are in abundance? And unfortunate that is in the cemetery. So many people don't step out. They don't take that leap of faith, like Steve Harvey said, to actually walk out their destiny. There's certain things you have to do. You have to believe it. You got to believe it before somebody else believes it. You got to have that confidence. And no matter you in the White House or you actually in a mom and pop, if you at your Thanksgiving dinner, you need to be able to tell someone about what you do. And, another thing is you got to trust the process. It is a process. Yes, it is. You have to do the work. A lot of people want things to just fall out of the sky. That doesn't work. Most businesses, as you know, unfortunate, they fail pretty early in life. The first year, the second year, and some all the way up to the 7th year. And a lot of it is because they don't have a strategy. And a lot of it because they don't use their money wisely. They use their money to buy perks instead of putting it back in the business, for example. And then, too, the next thing is, are you really, truly in it for the right reason? When it gets down and you got to use that elbow grease or burn the midnight oil, as my mom always says, that's when the real person come out. That's who's going to show that you want this or not, okay? That's what we got to do. But, I just wanted to tell you those little 3 things. And, it's amazing. Of all the things that I talk about, we always go back to what? Believe, trust, and guess what? Walk it out. But we're going to chime in one of our awesome guests. She's a CEO. I mean, her brand is so amazing. It's the beautiful bald Bella out Edra. We're going to see if she's here. We're going to welcome the good deeds. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Dr. Renee?
Yes. Welcome to Good Deeds. How you doing?
Fantastic. Long time no chat.
Yes, I love it. Well, you know what? We got to know more about you. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and the amazing things that's going on in your life.
Wow. Well, first of all, this is such a blessing. I am so grateful to you and the things that you're doing in the community and making a platform for all of us entrepreneurs and business owners. And it is so exciting what's happening in my life. God is doing something amazing. That's all I can say. I'm just following the script. I have been I've been here in Atlanta for going on 4 years now, and I moved here to start my new life. I call it my round two. I am a wonderful 54 years young, and just before I turned 50, I made some decisions to change my life, and moving to Atlanta was one of them. And I'm here with my oldest daughter and grandbabies, and I was able to spend about a year to reflect and to see what God wanted me to do next, because I've spent over 25 years helping so many other folks with vision and dreams and businesses, including pastors and CEOs and nonprofit leaders and entrepreneurs like myself. And it was time for me to do something different. And during that year, let me back up a little bit. Just before that, before I moved to Atlanta, I made a decision to do something radical. I made a big chop. I cut off all my hair. I was actually motivated, though, by a friend who she survived several forms of cancer for many years, and then she ended up passing away. And I cut my hair to support her initially, but then I decided I liked it. My daughter told me that it looked good on me, and I decided I liked it. As a result of that, I was looking for some natural products to put on my skin because, you know, we want to put some healthy ingredients in our body, not a lot of chemicals. And I've never liked drugs and always was an advocate for the natural. I believe God has given us everything in this earth that we need to take care of our bodies. And so I was looking for a natural solution, and I couldn't find any. Lo and behold, I had a dream. And in the dream, God showed me the entire business line that I'm about to share with you, the entire business model. And there's so much more to it, I can't even go into it. But the first part of it was a natural shave system. I saw the ingredients. I saw the people. I saw the office already made up. I saw the production and manufacturing. I saw people using it on their skin and on their scalp. And it's actually a shave, and I'll explain what it is. It's 3 parts. It is a shave oil that is made up of a lot of ingredients that I thought of in the dream. The guy showed me the dream. I feel like it was a Noah experience. He literally gave me the blueprint, and I saw these ingredients that we needed on our skin, certain natural oils and essential oils and vitamins and minerals to allow you to actually shave your head. So it's a shave oil that you use to shave your head. The second product is an astringent, an all-natural astringent, and it is made up of things like aloe vera and tea tree, ingredients that actually nourish your skin and help to heal bumping and different things that issues that we have with our skin when we're trying to shave it or even after perming it, and so many of the things that I've done to my hair that cause damage to my skin. So those ingredients are healing to me, and so I included them in the astringent. So you use the astringent to remove all the excess hair and dead skin after you shave, but it also nourishes the scalp. The third and final step is the aftershave cream, which God showed me things like we need extra vitamins in our skin, like vitamin D. I mean, I went to a doctor once and in Ohio before I moved to Atlanta, and this little Asian doctor was so sweet, and she looked at me at 50 years old, and she said, "You look pretty healthy, but you diabetic? You have high blood pressure? You have heart problems?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, you know diabetes? You know no heart problems?" Or I said, "No." And she said, "Well, let me check your numbers." And she said, "You're low on vitamin D." And I said, "Wow, well, aren't we all a little low on vitamin D?" And so she gave me a prescription for vitamin D, and I said, "Wow, okay." So I added vitamin D oil to the aftershave cream to give us a little bit of protection or to add that vitamin in our skin, because a lot of us don't get a lot of sun, especially people like me who workaholic. When you're an entrepreneur, I heard you say earlier, you got to do what you got to do. We work all the time. And well, I do have a little balance, but we work hard. And so I put that vitamin D in the astringent, and I use that along with shea butter and some other good stuff to take care of the scalp, to moisturize it, and to give it some healthy ingredients so that your skin is protected when you go out in the sun or when you're out in the elements. So that's the entire system, and it's called Dome Essentials. How I propose.
Wow, I love it. I love it. But let's circle back a minute because and then I know we're gonna fast forward because we want to make sure people get the. You need to buy this, amen. But this is a two-part question because I think a lot of business owners and a lot of millennials are in the audience. When you and I talked about it a little bit starting off. How did you take that first initial step because the dream was inside. God gave you the dream. God put that in your spirit. Tell us about that, and then let me tell you the second part for that is, and you know, it may be if it's too deep, I understand, but I think what we don't do as business owners, I try to be very transparent. Were there any times that, tell us about your support in those initial phases, because a lot of times we get discouraged, you know, on that initial part. Talk about that just quickly. I think that'll be a lot of value to the listeners.
Okay. Well, after the dream, and this is a really important step to me for anybody in business or anybody with an idea, dream, or vision. After the dream, first of all, I woke up and was looking up at the sky like, God, really? You want me to do that? Because as I said, my background was in marketing and business development and all of that. So I was not thinking about making a product and selling a product and being maybe a manufacturer or retailer. So the very first thing I did was wrote it all down. I wrote everything I could remember when I woke up from that dream. And like I said, it was like a Noah experience. I saw the blueprint, so I wrote every detail, every ingredient. I drew shapes of the bottles, and I have all of those documents. I drew what I saw in terms of how the set looked and maybe what I thought the branding could look like. I drew it out as best I could. And there were faces that I saw, names of people. Ironically, one of the faces I saw in a dream, and I'll tell you why that's important later, but one of the faces I saw in a dream was Steve Harvey. And I saw friends of mine who have expertise in accounting, and they also have products of their own that were different than mine. They are seamstresses, and they are coaches and authors, and I saw all these people's faces, marketing skills and graphic design. So I wrote all of them down immediately. The next day, I called all those people. I told them about the dream, and I said, I saw you in this dream, and I saw you taking part. Would you help me launch this vision? Obviously, this is something God wants me to do. And every single one of them said, yes, this is awesome. It's amazing. I love it. And yes, let's do it.
Wow.
And that's how it all got started, which is amazing in itself, because it blew my mind that all of these people said yes. And to this day, most of them are still with me. Most of them, 2 years later, are still with me and helping. And God has sent so many more people to do so. To your second question.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a lot. That's powerful.
The support.
Yeah. The support. So that's to the second part. What I've learned is that when you really spend time, and it took me a process. As I said, I'm 54. It took me all of 50 years to recognize and understand that the key to my progress and success is trusting God and listening really closely to the Spirit speak to my heart. And God speaks to us in so many ways, through people, even through little kids, through television, radio, anything you could be listening to. God could be sending you a message. You could be watching a movie and they say something, and it makes you think of something that God was saying in your spirit, and it just brought it to life. And so over that second year, because immediately after I shared this information with those folks that I saw in a dream, literally 30 days later, we had a prototype in hand because everybody came to the table. I had a meeting and said, I need everybody to come and sit with me. And we talked about the product and what would be in it. And those that had experts in the area of blending products and of their own and designing branding images and all of that gave me their feedback on what I said I saw, and it was valuable, so valuable. And so since then, most of those people, like I said, are still with me, and what God has been doing is he keeps sending me new people. This is what happened. Let me rewind. Immediately after I got that dream and I called those people, every single call, it seemed like, that came after that, maybe somebody was just calling to check in on me. I hadn't talked to in a while. Hey, how are you? What's going on? How you been? And well, let me tell you what's going on in my world. And as soon as they would tell me, it would be some component that I needed for the business. And I would say, wow, you're doing that? Well, this is what I'm doing, and you may be able to help me. And they would say, sure. So God continued to build that tribe, as my Bishop Bronner calls it. He built my tribe. He began to develop all of the people I needed. And today, I still keep meeting new people who have another component or another piece of the puzzle. I call it connecting the dots. God sends every single person you need in your life because I believe that all the resources are right around us. Every resource is right around us. And if we just begin to knock, seek, and ask, he'll reveal them.
She says stop, speak. What is? Say that again. Stop.
Ask, seek, and knock, which I believe is
I see that.
proper.
Okay. I thought she said, woo, I like that. But I love that. now, let's talk about this now. You got to tell us about the Steve Harvey experience. But before you do that, I just want to make sure everybody realizes that this product is for males and females, correct?
Exactly. And I'm glad you said that because most people, when they see me, they think the product is for women just because I'm a woman. But ironically, the product is more for men. There are most men by the age of 50, and a lot of men are starting to even early in their teens lose their hair for many reasons, mostly for male pattern baldness. But some men even have alopecia, which a lot of women are familiar with. They're getting alopecia where, and I know men can relate to this, they're trying to grow their beard, and they notice one little patch maybe under the chin or on the side of the face that they can't grow hair in, and they're trying to figure out why. They shave that hair off, and it's supposed to grow back thicker, but they can't grow in that spot. They're probably experiencing some form of alopecia. But there's so many reasons why people lose their hair medically and otherwise. And then, like me, I chose to cut my hair off. I'm sorry, I'm sitting outside, but you hear that plane overhead. I'm sitting on the deck in this beautiful sunshine in Atlanta, and it just feels good out here. So I apologize for that. But the product is mostly for men because there are more men who lose their hair by the age of 50 than there are women. Statistics say that 40% of men by the age of 50 will lose their hair for some reason. And so it's mostly for men. There are more men that shave their heads now because it's become a trend. I have a phrase I use. I use the word dome instead of bald because it sounds so much better and it's so much cooler. And I started calling the dome the beautiful dome. And when I walk up to a guy and I say to him, brother, you are rocking that beautiful dome, you know how many men smile from ear to ear? And I've seen so many of them say to me that I boosted their self-confidence. Now, who knew that men have issues with self-confidence with bald heads like women do? Who knew that? I didn't know that. So I'm learning that so many men are actually experiencing or had experienced an insecurity when they lost their hair. But now that they're wearing their bald head, and I call it the beautiful dome, and it's becoming a fad to have a bearded dome, I love to call it. Bald heads with the beard, those are so handsome. And so most men,
actually yesterday I saw it.
Yeah, I love it. I call it the bearded dome. I ran into a white gentleman who told me, I told him he was rocking the bearded dome, and he said, I've been rocking the bearded dome for years and didn't know it was a thing. I said, right? So there are so many more men who are wearing their bald head than women. You know, it's more common in men. And so the product, yes, is more for men because there are more men who are rocking the bald dome. But it is for men and women. And again, it's also for any part of the body that you shave. You can shave your legs with the Dome Essentials. You can shave your arms, your face. I've got guys that shave their head and their face with the Dome Essentials because it feels so good. It's such a soothing shave experience. I even use it for the armpits. I have ladies that shave their chin. You know, anywhere you shave the body, you can use the Dome Essential Shave System, and it's a healthier shave experience.
Wow.
Did I answer that?
And we need to get into that. Yeah, and we need to get, like you said earlier, I love it with the natural experience. But tell us how we can actually get the product and how we can actually get you to, I mean, because this would be a great speaking opportunity for people in a health, you know, because we really need to have more health wellness, and we need to start it from the top to the bottom. Amen.
Yes,
amen. How we can actually get your product, how we can support you, and then, of course, how we actually can support you on social media as well.
Awesome. Well, if you don't mind, let me go ahead and tell you the Steve Harvey piece, and I'll tell you can get it in more than one location. The product is available on my website, which is domeessentials.com. But I've been blessed to have the product on Amazon exclusives as well. So after the product launched and I did some testing, at the end of that second year, I got an email from the Steve Harvey Success Team. And I guess they were searching Kickstarter and online and so many other places for for entrepreneurs who had a product to see if they could be cast on one of Steve Harvey's new shows. But I got an email from the Success Team because I'm a part of his Success Club, and it was asking for entrepreneurs. And I responded, and long story short, within a week, I got an email subsequently asking me to do a conference call. I did the conference call with one of the producers of ABC because Steve Harvey's new show is called Steve Harvey's Funderdome. And 2 weeks later, the producers liked my story. They invited me to be on the show, and I was able to pitch Dome Essentials on June 18th on Steve Harvey's Funderdome on ABC. That was amazing. It was an awesome experience. They treated me like a rock star. Steve Harvey is a gentleman extraordinaire, and he's also the funniest man on the planet. He, if you haven't seen the episode, it's actually on Hulu, which is also amazing. I was not only on national television, which is such a blessing, but the show is on Hulu, and you can watch it anytime. This is the extra special blessing, Dr. Renee, that God did. Not only did my show air on June 18th on the second episode, but on the fourth week, which would have been the fourth episode, they re-aired the second episode. So my show ran twice, and I was able to get a rush of orders both times. It's blowing my mind every time I say it. That was such a blessing. So the product is available on my website, Dome Essentials. It's also available on Amazon, exclusive at Amazon.com. There's actually a tag that says, as seen on Steve Harvey's Funderdome, all the products so far that have been broadcast on his show are posted there. So every week they add new products as they're aired on the Funderdome. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, it is. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. Now give us the website again. I know we can go to Amazon, but you give us your website again.
It's www.domeessentials.com. That's Dome, D-O-M-E, Essentials, ESSENTIALS.com. We rock the beautiful dome at Dome Essentials.
Wow. You know what, I'm really, ladies and gentlemen, you know, as a business owner, you have so much to offer. I mean, even with your products and even, you know, the things you said earlier about the marketing, that's very important as well. So she has a lot of information, ladies and gentlemen. We need to support her in the things that she's doing. We know people that this will be great for. I mean, even yourself. So, first of all, we want to thank you so much for being in your purpose. It's amazing. I know you personally. God bless you. I really So proud of you. And then the next thing, thank you so much for being a guest here with us on Good Deeds.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you, and God bless you.
Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, my God, this is powerful. Now, this replay will be up very quickly. Please share this. I know you know somebody. She said what? Men and women, okay? So that includes all of us, okay? Please support my sisters. Come on now. You know, okay, all right. But if you want any information from us, you know, about advertising, about sponsorship, all that information actually is on our website, www.renee, that's R-E-N-E-E, Sunday.com, about our retreats, about our events that we're having. We're starting a women's fellowship coming up twice a month. We're going to be doing something. We're just going to have fun because the wonderful things that we've heard today, you can actually walk out your dreams as well. You heard what was said here. She got around people that supported her, right? Oh, you heard it, right? So we actually going to have something for that, so you can walk out your purpose, you know. We got to do it. But anyway, our website is www.reneesunday.com. Please remember, you do have a calling. You do have a reason. One, you were born. You have a reason you're here right now. Do the three things. You have to believe, you got to trust, and you got to walk it out. You have to say it with me. Don't stop. Get it, get it. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Ready? Okay. We got paper, yes we do. Wide ruled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.
At Piedmont, we know that a breast cancer diagnosis is one of the most overwhelming things you can hear. From the moment you walk in the door, we're committed to providing you with complete breast cancer care. Piedmont is the first and only healthcare system in Georgia to qualify as a certified member of MD Anderson Cancer Network, a program of MD Anderson Cancer Center, a leading cancer care provider. And with locations in Noonan, Fayette, and Henry, expert care is closer than ever. Learn more at piedmont.org/breastsouth.